Well, it indeed is a high-stakes battle, Namo versus Raga, and who will win Gujarat battle? Those are some of the questions that we would be discussing. Will the Congress actually benefit from the alliance with Hardik Patel? The chai wala versus bar wala, all of those caustic memes and jibes. Just who will be the choice of the 38 million voters? Then we also have the big question about the social video war, which is heating up with each and every passing day. Parties stooping to new lows each and every day over this high-stakes battle being fought in the state of Gujarat. And will Archbishop's appeal against nationalist forces have any effect at all? And joining us now today morning on this debate, we have Syed Zafar Islam, the national spokesperson for the BJP. I also have with me Ami-Ben Yagnik, spokesperson for the Congress, and Shyam Parekh, a senior journalist. Let me come to you first, Mr. Syed Zafar Islam. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Now, how do you respond just ahead of the first phase of Gujarat elections? You have the Archbishop of Gandhinagar making an appeal like this, talking about the democratic fabric of the country at stake and appealing to the minority community to be, prevented from nationalist forces. Do you think that he is perhaps being used as a front by opposition parties to polarize the electorate just ahead of the first phase of voting?
Well, if you analyze what was the reason why the Archbishop has written such letter, you will get the right response, because he has written at the behest of the Congress, purely because Congress first attempted with reservation that they will give reservation, but they realized that reservation they cannot make the announcement because this is something which is unconstitutional and they cannot go beyond 50%. Then they thought that this may backfire, because if the formula they are talking about, that formula will not work, because that is something unconstitutional, and that will nobody will buy that argument. People will start
that the Archbishop is writing a letter at the behest of the Congress to save themselves of the embarrassment for the deal struck with Mr. Hardik Patel?
Let me just complete.
Yes.
Let me just complete. Exactly. So all I'm saying that they thought that this may not work. So they champion all along. It's a divisive policy. Then they thought that this may work. So that's why they have requested, they may have asked the Archbishop to write such letter, which is very divisive of nature. If you see the content of the letter, that suggests that that it has been intended only to polarize the voters. It was intended to divide the society, and that's why the reason, and whatever the language the Congress speaks, the same language has been captured in the letter. The spirit and the content of the letter suggests that it has been only with an intention, let me just complete, with intention to polarize the voters and divide the society. And let me tell you, the people of Gujarat will have only two options, whether to choose between development or destruction, whether to choose between honest or corrupt, whether to choose between somebody who believes in delivery or delinquency, somebody who is a son of the soil, or somebody who cannot even be called son of India. And that is the differentiating factor between us and the Congress party. A Congress party is trying to unnecessarily mislead the people of Gujarat.
All right. So let me get in Ami-Ben Yagnik right now. That's a direct charge from the BJP against the Congress, accusing the Congress party of indulging in divisive politics, of polarizing the electorate, not just on communal but also on caste lines, and even accusing Rahul Gandhi, the vice president, of playing this soft Hindutva card in order to win over the majority votes.
First of all, let me, Avantika, tell the BJP spokesperson that you have been in Gujarat in power for the last 22 years. You have come on the plank of development, and you have only talked about development. Elsewhere, you have subtly done caste politics, you have indulged in polarization and divisive policies, and it can be seen in your policies at the national level and in your selection of candidates everywhere, and you have seen the divisive policy and polarization that takes place only at the time of a state election or a national election. So I think the BJP spokesperson should not use these words. They they are strictly reserved for the BJP party. I think it is their vocabulary for their own self.
But ma'am, why is the Congress not giving
You must
specifics
see
and
the history of
details
Congress.
as to how do they plan to implement?
I think you should see the history of the Congress.
Yes.
Let me complete.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me complete,
approach
please.
is
Let me
always
complete.
to divide the society for the lust
Let
of
me
power.
complete.
But that is not
Let
going to
me
work
complete,
anymore.
Mr. Zafar Islam, let her
me
complete, please.
Let me complete.
You complete.
Don't interfere in
What?
between. Yes. Yes. And so, you have to bring the Honorable Prime Minister of the country several times to a state election. You are not the Prime Minister of the BJP party. If you have done development in Gujarat, if there was no unemployment for 40 lakhs youth, if there was below the national average income of the farmers, I think you would not be having a disgruntled Gujarat. Why are you so worried if the development model of Gujarat was a success? Why should 50 central ministers who are supposed to be the governance model of the country rush to a state election?
So what will be
you
the
have
Congress's
nothing to
strategy?
say. So you
What
are-
will be the Congress's strategy in these elections? Ma'am, can you just
The
tell me how
yes,
does the Congress
yes,
plan to
yes,
implement
yes,
the special
yes,
category quota?
yes.
It was a
Yes,
thorny
yes,
issue
that's right.
between you and Hardik Patel. We saw those violent protests,
Yes.
but the Congress hasn't given specifics as to how do you plan to
Come in,
execute
please.
the special category quota when there is
Yes.
a cap of 50% as directed by the Supreme Court.
Yes, let me tell you, madam, that the Congress has shown the mirror to the BJP. That is the strategy of the Congress. The Congress has shown as a constructive opposition.
Arey, first tell the world how you will give, how will you go beyond 50%? Ami Ben, instead of giving lecture,
Avantika, either you ask him or I will just walk away.
No. You have to answer
Avantika,
this
you please tell him to
question.
keep quiet.
No, let's not walk away,
No, he
ma'am.
gets a
It's-
chance to
No,
speak.
let's. It's not
No,
only
he
a
has to-
debate.
he has
I'm
to
just
let
waiting
others
for an
speak.
answer.
He
Respond
has
to the
to let
question you have
others
been
speak.
posed.
No,
Ami
you
Ben,
have to-
why don't you
you have
just
to let
answer
others
for
speak.
us that pointed question that I asked you, that
So
how are
question
you
you have
planning
been
to
asked
implement the
for
special
your
category
benefit,
You
quota?
Ami
asked
Ben,
me-
for-
Mr.
You
Saeed
asked
Zafar
me
Islam, let
about
her
the
just answer,
Congress
please. I'll
strategy.
come to you. I'll just come to you.
Yeah, you have asked me about the Congress strategy. Yes, I'm telling you one by one.
If she wants
the
to
Congress
leave,
has
let
shown
her
the
leave.
mirror.
Let her leave.
It-
You can say thank you to her because she has absolute.
Mr. Zafar Islam, please behave yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead. Okay, please finish. I have to introduce my other guest as well. Please
You
go ahead and
can
finish.
leave. If you have to give a solo lecture, you give it to your party. The Congress has shown a mirror to the BJP, the development that has not taken place in the state of Gujarat. For the last 4 years, we have been showing all the details as far as women malnutrition is concerned, missing children are concerned, the infrastructure, the loss of projects, the farmers, the income of the farmers, not to talk about GST and demonetization effects. We are not talking about that right now. The unemployed youth and the commercialization of education in Gujarat. I think all those ratios show on social indicators that Gujarat has gone as low as 19 and 21 numbers on the national scale. That is one point. The second point is that Gujarat was going all alone in the elections, but when this present government did not listen to the three Andolankaris, they have been doing the Andolans. The Dalit boys of the state have been beaten on the roads. The Patels have just asked for reservation. You have beaten the women after going into their homes. So the Congress party said,
All right.
we welcome you if you want to join us.
Is this
And
program only for
our
their
reservation
prachar?
policy.
No, only Ami Ben has to speak.
No, Mr.
Only
Islam,
Ami
yes.
Ben has to speak,
Okay,
then I-
all right. Before I introduce
only
Sham
Ami
Parekh,
Ben has to
please
speak.
go
Or
ahead.
shall I also
What do
speak?
you have to say to counter that?
She is just going on and on and on. No, first of all, only one thing I will compliment and thank you. Thank Ami Ben. At least she said Honorable Prime Minister, because her party is hell
Of
bent.
course, he is very honorable, very respectable,
time and
and we
again
all
with
respect
Okay, ma'am,
him.
let him
leadership
respond,
of
We
please.
all
Let him
respect
speak.
him.
No,
I think he is
at least
mistaken.
for the first
We
time,
respect the Honorable Prime Minister, and we respected him when he was the Honorable Chief Minister in Gujarat.
Listen,
I think you are
listen,
mistaken.
enough,
Don't
enough,
take it
you
to
are
such a
speaking.
level.
I
Don't
complimented
take it
you
to
at
that
least.
level.
There is somebody in the
Don't take it-
party
no,
who
don't take it to
who
that
has
level.
some-
We
who-
respect him. We respect him a lot.
I at least complimented you.
Well, but we are not seeing any of those compliments on social media.
have no
Those
answer.
barbs being exchanged on
no
social
answer.
media and the
He's
jibes.
going-
Let me also
He's
introduce
talking
Sham
other
Parekh.
things than
Let
the
me
topic.
introduce Sham Parekh. Mr.
You
Parekh.
cannot say that. You cannot absolve.
Mr.
But
Parekh,
no,
you know,
let me respond to her.
if I
Let me
draw a
respond to her.
comparison
Let
to
me
the
respond to
elections
her
that
first.
happened in
Mrs.
Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, what happened midway was that the narrative completely changed. We saw both the parties upping the communal temperatures. In fact, we saw both the parties polarizing the electorate on communal lines. What do you think is going to happen here? We are seeing here as well both of the parties really getting their caste equations correct and also going all out there to woo the influential castes. Is there something to worry for the BJP this time around, who have been in power for 2 decades now?
Yeah, I can definitely tell you that we have in Gujarat now moved towards the communal agenda. You see, certainly every debate, everything is leading towards that. The debate is hovering around caste and community, and really the whole development agenda and the mockery of BJP's development model has also been completely on the side now. We're only talking about various aspects of communal agenda. So it's very evident that this election is going to be defined more by subtle and not so obvious agenda threats.
All right, Mr. Saeed Zafar Islam, and that is one thing that is being talked about, the Patidar community. Now, the Patels have been the bedrock of the BJP support base, but that seems to be weaning away. There is some sort of disenchantment as well. We saw that huge uprising led by Hardik Patel. Is the BJP concerned this time around about the kind of influence that the Patel vote has, and what really is the kind of battle being put up by the fiery trio, including Hardik Patel and the others?
Well, the battle is only on the newspaper and the television, and whenever Congress speaks. But there is absolutely no battle, because the youth, if you talk about youth, not only I'm talking about the Patidar from Patidar community, but all the communities, youth admire the Honorable Prime Minister. Ask, even on this channel, before this program, I saw one correspondent of yours were interviewing all the students. None, without exception, I'm saying, without exception, everybody said that they like Modi. Why? Because youth of India connect with Modi and not with Rahul Gandhi. It's a known fact, and Congress leadership and everyone knows about it. Now if at all they were confident, why did they take support from these three people? They were fighting their own battle, if at all there was a battle. But why did you take support from them? That only shows that they needed support. They absolutely have no.
But then you have Jignesh Memani, you have Alpesh Thakur, you have Hardik Patel, these young, charismatic, fiery leaders also, really upping the ante, raking up caste issues just ahead of the first phase of polls.
So, see, these things, yes, they are there. But are we worried about that? Not at all. Because we know we are serving in Gujarat for last 22 years. We understand the emotions, the sentiments and the aspiration level of all the Gujaratis. We connect well, and the Honorable Prime Minister and the party president both are from Gujarat. They know the pulse of Gujarat and people of Gujarat, and we have been able to deliver time and again, and we will deliver to their expectation and aspiration.
Okay.
So that doesn't worry us at all. What is more important for all of us to worry, there are two things. What is that the Congress party is resorting to this communal lines on casteist line. They are using churches. They are using the Archbishop to write such letters. That is something very bad for any democracy and in a civilized society. What they are up to now. Because this, if you see the content of the letter, is only targeting the nationalist forces. Who is the nationalist forces? Yes, we are proud of saying that we are nationalists. We believe in nationalism. We live and die for nationalism. We are proud of being nationalists. But targeting nationalism means they are not nationalists, and they are not. The Archbishop has exposed himself. but he has also exposed Congress party that they are anti-national. They do not want to be seen as nationalists, and they do not want to see as somebody
Yes,
who
ma'am,
works for the
please
nation.
come ahead.
They have
That's a
always
direct charge
compromised with
once
the
again
national
that the
interest.
Congress
And that is
party
what
are
the
the
letter
ones
exposes.
who
But
are
this-
indulging in this kind of mischief. They are the ones who are behind the Archbishop writing the letter urging the minority community to save the country from nationalist forces.
And one more thing, one more question I would ask Ami Ben. Please
Yes.
tell everyone, or the viewer of this program, what is the formula you have for reservation? I think the world wants to know, the country wants to know, the people of Gujarat wants to know, and please explain. Do not digress. Tell what is the formula. How will you give that 50% reservation?
Okay, let her respond, please.
Which is unconstitutional, which will never fly. Yet you are misleading.
So now you're being accused of misleading the nation, misleading
Ben,
the
don't
people
digress.
of Gujarat as
Please
well.
stick to
Ma'am,
that
can you please
question.
respond?
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you please repeat because there's a disturbance in the line.
Yes, Mr. Islam is saying that he is, that's a direct charge, accusing the Congress party of misleading the people of Gujarat, misleading the Patel community, misleading even Hardik Patel for entering into alliance like this, not giving specifics as to how will you implement that special category quota, and also the Congress being behind the Archbishop's recent letter to the minority community urging them to save the nation from nationalist forces. So the entire blame is now on the Congress for indulging in this kind of divisive politics.
Madam, I think you have the letter of the Archbishop or whoever has written. You should ask that person at whose behest he has written. Does he have his own mind? Has he applied his mind while writing whatever he has written? Don't bring the Congress in the picture all the time. These tactics of BJP are not going to work all the time charging. Secondly, Hardik Patel has replied to the Chief Minister of the state and to the Deputy Chief Minister of the state regarding the formula that has been given, and we have, as the Congress have said, that if we come to power, we will initiate the process which will be within the framework of law and
Okay.
the constitution. We are not answerable to Mr. whoever is here. Hardik has given an answer.
No, but
the Congress leader has
how
given
will
an
you
answer, and
give?
the Chief Minister
No.
and the Chief Minister has accepted that.
Ami Ben. No, this is the lame excuse. This is lame. This is again you are misleading. If we come into power, if we do that, if we see,
I think the Gujarati
You are
people do
committing
not get
something.
misled.
You will cut a sorry figure.
Mr. Gujarati people do
No.
not get misled.
All right.
The Gujarati public
You are
does
trying
not
to
get
mislead.
misled.
I know you are right. You
Yes.
are right. They
All
will
right.
not get misled, but you are attempting to that. No, you are attempting. But
Okay.
I know they will not
I'll
get
request
misled.
all of my
But
guests to stay on. I
your
just have to
attempt
take a
misleading
very
you
short
will
break. But
backfire on you.
on the other
You
side, we'll
can't-
also be talking about this social media campaign launched by the BJP and the Congress that's heating up with each and every passing day. Welcome back. Well, the battle lines are drawn with the BJP and the Congress launching high decibel campaigns for the high octane clash in Gujarat. Parties going all out to increase their chances in the state while also camping on social media. Camping, however, did start on a positive note with parties slamming each other on various policies. But now the discourse has gotten even more uglier and nastier with each and every passing day. Take a look at this report.
अच्छा भैया विकास के बारे में बताओ विकास को क्या हो गया गुजरात में नहीं सुनाई नहीं दिया नहीं सुनाई नहीं दिया विकास
The campaign of this year's most watched electoral battle kick-started with development as the primary agenda.
विकास को क्या हो गया गुजरात में नहीं सुनाई नहीं दिया
હું વિકાસ છું હું વિકાસ છું
ये झूठ सुन सुनकर पागल हो गया।
Even the BJP portrayed its Gujarat model as the main development plank.
હું વિકાસ છું હું વિકાસ છું હું વિકાસ છું હું વિકાસ છું.
But a month and a half later, it is now about playing emotional identity cards and worse, below the belt attacks on each other. It all started with the Chaiwala tweet of Youth Congress's magazine Yuva Desh. So have issues of price rise, infrastructure and health taken a backseat amid rhetoric?
For BJP, the stakes are very, very high. The Prime Minister has been ruling the state for 13 years now. He's come to the centre as the Prime Minister. He has to keep a hold of Gujarat. And for the Congress now, they see a wonderful opportunity to get back the state after 22 years of being in the opposition.
Both parties are involved in a dirty blame game over this degeneration of political discourse.
They can continue to make these derogatory comments about the Prime Minister like they have done in the past, attacking him, his professional work, his family's background, his relationships and so on and so forth. But it is not going to help the Congress to swing the discourse in their favour.
Firstly, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has cleared and given instruction no official of Congress party will attack the Prime Minister personally. Congress party has shown grace in even to the extent of apologizing or clarifying to the BJP for a remark of a volunteer. But I want to ask BJP included Mr. Gandhi's name as Pappu in their advertisements and Election Commission had to intervene. Have they apologized till date? No.
Instructions or no instructions, both parties for now are riding high on rhetoric, where niceties are thrown out of the window and real issues become the ultimate casualty.
The Gujarat election campaign started off on the note of development and ended up on personal attacks from both the fronts. A video war from both the fronts are raging on, riding high on rhetorics, where real issues take a complete backseat. And it looks like that it suits both the Congress as well as the BJP. Reporting from New Delhi with Himanshu, I am Anindo Banerjee for India Today.
This massive social media war that is heating up with each and every passing day. I'm going to quickly reintroduce our guest. Saeed Zafar Islam, national spokesperson with the BJP, is with us. Ben Yagnik, spokesperson with the Congress, and Sham Parekh, senior journalist, is also with me. Sham Parekh, with the Gujarat state elections just weeks away, we are seeing a very bitter, very personal, often caustic and sarcastic political social media war in full swing. It seems that social media is the latest weapon in this battle of politics in Gujarat.
Yeah, I think both the parties are
Right. Sham Parekh, there we can't get your audio. I'm just going to fix that. But Saeed Zafar Islam, national spokesperson with the BJP, some very personal attacks there at the Prime Minister. And when there was uproar over the chai wala remark, the retort from the opposition was that even a few senior leaders of the BJP have also indulged in these kind of personal attacks, comparing Rahul Gandhi to Alauddin Khilji, following the path of destruction. So both the parties are really to be blamed for this kind of mudslinging that one is getting to see in the social space.
Well, you have to see everything in the right perspective. We, as I said in the beginning, we are the voters in Gujarat have the option to choose between development and destruction, between son of a soil and somebody who cannot be called son of India, and between an honest person and between somebody who is on the bail on corruption charges. So these things is out in public domain, and people know that who is delivering what. Somebody who has never delivered something and always.
But Rahul Gandhi is gaining a lot of popularity, sir, on social media. He is becoming very popular. In fact, his tweets are being seen as a resurgence of sorts of his interaction with his, fans or with the people on social media. His tongue-in-cheek, comments, his tweets, that is really being the talk of the town.
No, but you have to do some level of due diligence. That who is retweeting, from where it is being retweeted, who are people responsible for retweeting his tweet and likes. These are all from people sitting abroad, not Indians, not Gujaratis. Who you are targeting? You are targeting India? No. You are not even seen as a son of a soil. You are targeting Gujarat? Nobody is interested, because these are retweets are done in Syria, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, and many other, Russia, many other places, but not in India. And that suggests the popularity of Rahul Gandhi may be abroad.
But you have the
But
Shiv
not here.
Sena also,
Here the people of
you know,
India
praising Rahul
like
Gandhi. They are your
the
allies,
Honorable
and
Prime
it's
Minister.
so surprising that they have been forthcoming in their admiration of the Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi, with the kind of public speeches that we have seen of the Congress Vice President in Gujarat during his campaign trail, and all of those tweets that he has been putting out on social media.
Didn't you see the survey recently published? Survey published by Pew and many other surveys have come out in public domain, and they are in public domain. 85% to 95% people, they like Narendra Modi as their leader. These are youth, these are people of the country, not somebody sitting in Syria or Saudi Arabia. These people like the Honorable Prime Minister as their leader, somebody who has spoken in the interest of the people of this country, who wants to safeguard the interest of the people of the country, and more importantly, when he goes abroad, he has positioned India in a situation and created a situation where India is treated as among the top power in the world.
Let me just quickly get in, Amiben Yagnik, ma'am, did you get a chance to hear the BJP spokesperson? What do you have to say?
And what Rahul Gandhi is doing? No, let me do what Rahul Gandhi is doing. The GST, the world is acknowledging that is something which has been delivered by India, and the government has demonstrated that they are capable of delivering a strong reform measures.
Okay,
and
let me get in this, Yagnik here. Ma'am, please respond. I just have about 30 seconds now.
There's a lot of disturbance today. Can you ask me what you want to ask?
All right, ma'am, I'm afraid we've completely lost time out here. But, thank you so much. Thank you to all of our guests on the burning question.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.